So you clicked this video because you are wondering whether or not you should start a YouTube channel, or whether you should revive that inactive one, you know, the one you abandoned or gave up on. Well, being a shy girl, a once shy girl, a previously shy girl, which we'll talk about later, I can confidently say that starting a YouTube channel was the best thing that, or at least one of the best things, top 3 for sure, that Craig and I have ever done. Isn't that right?
Absolutely.
There you go. And we're gonna get into why, because I promise you, if you decide to start your channel or revive that channel, it will be the best thing you've ever done, or one of the best things you've ever done too. Let's talk about why. Okay, so let's talk about the obvious incentive, right? When you have a successful YouTube channel, you can make money. And not only just make money, you can make a living with YouTube. Now, it's no secret that your favorite YouTuber likely does not have a day job and has been able to make a full-time living, or a really good living, off of their YouTube channel, so being a YouTube creator. And when we first got monetized on YouTube, our goal was to pay our own rent with our YouTube ad revenue, and we were able to do that. And now our goal is to pay our mortgage. You know, that's how you set up goals. We like to have one stream that completely covers another expense. So that's our goal now, which we know is completely possible because we've been able to make 5 figures every year since then. And this is not even trying, and we're really gonna start trying. We haven't really been as consistent because of the agency, but now we really have a plan in place to make sure that we're consistent. As you can see so far, if you're watching this video, you know that there's a video that happened a week before this, and hopefully a video that happened a week after this. But with YouTube, you are able to make money through various income streams, be it AdSense. So AdSense are when you get money for ads that are placed on your video by Google or by YouTube. You're also able to make them through sponsorships, and you can make them through affiliate marketing, and the list really goes on. If you want us to make a video on how you can make money with YouTube and the different revenue streams that we have had ourselves and that we've seen out there, let us know in the comments below. But you can really make a sustainable living with YouTube, or fund your current lifestyle or your current job as a second job, a second side hustle with your YouTube ad revenue. The other incredible thing about YouTube and why you should start a YouTube channel is because YouTube content lasts forever. And this is probably my favorite, at least one of the top things about being a YouTube creator, is that when you are creating on other platforms, you could put out a piece of content that you've worked really hard on, and it could last maybe 2 to 3 days, a week if you're lucky, if it picks up really well and continues on in the algorithm, say a really high performing reel or TikTok. But with YouTube, if you've noticed, the old time creators, the original creators, even when you think about the Casey Neistats, the Shane Dawsons, even though Shane might be canceled or not, the Jackie Ainas, their content from a decade ago, maybe even sometimes more than 10 years ago, is still surfacing on the platform. If you search for specific keywords, their videos will still come up. It doesn't matter how old they are. And these videos can still be recommended to you if YouTube believes that it's something that you'd be interested in, either on your homepage or on the side of your YouTube video that you're currently watching. So the shelf life that you get for your content on YouTube, for the work that you put into content, is basically forever unless you decide to take it down. And when we talk about money, that means you're able to create more passive income because you could put out a video once that lasts you forever. And we have videos from 2 to 3 years ago that we've put out that still make us money every single month. A lot of the videos still make us money every single month, some more than others, but the whole point is that it's something we created once and we uploaded and put it out there, and it has become a passive revenue stream for us. Okay, so let's talk about the next reason why you should start a YouTube channel. That is because YouTube will help you grow your business or brand, and really tangible growth. So when we're talking about driving traffic to other platforms, YouTube is great at this. This is why you'll see so many of your favorite YouTubers on here who also have a high Instagram following, whether or not they even really have an Instagram strategy in place. And that's because YouTube really captures the type of viewer who is a lot more engaged and dedicated to the YouTuber that they've subscribed to. And when you think about the types of people that you might follow, say on TikTok or Instagram, they could be promoting a YouTube channel, but often when you actually go to the YouTube channel, they could have 150,000 people on TikTok, but then like 300 people on YouTube. And that's just because, again, the type of audience that's on there is so much more engaged. And that's why when we're hiring influencers, we pay so much more, just straight up, as an agency for YouTubers than we do someone, say, on TikTok. And that's because we know the YouTube audience member and the YouTube subscriber is far more dedicated and more likely to convert than, say, a TikTok subscriber or TikTok follower would, because it's a lot more, I don't want to say, it's not like a TikTok follower is less valuable, but it's easier to grow there, and you know, they might be a bit more fickle than somebody who's really decided to tune into your long form content. When you build an audience on YouTube, you will see growth in your business or across other platforms. And again, when you think about creators like a Jackie Aina, who has a candle business, like Logan Paul, he has the canceled or not? Wow, bringing up cancel people. Logan Paul, who has the energy drink. I'll pop it up here because I can't remember the name, but it's everywhere. I see ads for it all the time. What's it called? Prime. Prime is like getting exclusive deals with like gas stations and convenience stores everywhere. They're really, really killing it. Or Mr. Beast, who's created so many different businesses from his platform, including Mr. Beast Burger, which we've tried, and sometimes it's actually really fantastic. Sometimes not so much, but I'd say at least 70% of the time it's great. That's examples of people who've been able to monetize their platforms and create full sustainable businesses from here because the audience is so dedicated and more likely to purchase from them, and because YouTube has helped them build such a large personal brand. And following the growth part and the fact that YouTube helps you to grow, another reason why you should start a YouTube channel is because it allows you to build a real community. Again, the YouTube follower, the YouTube subscriber is a different type of person in your community. Our favorite community, don't tell anyone else, our favorite community is on YouTube. You guys probably already know this, but that's because we get to have a lot more real conversations with you guys on here. It's just different because you are taking the time to actually give your precious 10 minutes, 15 minutes of your life, 20 minutes, whatever it may be, to watch us, which means you're very dedicated to what we're talking about. Obviously, we're taking a lot of time to create these videos for you, and that just encourages a more community conversation and connection that you don't get on other platforms like TikTok, that's like super viral and much more easier to grow on, which just means the easier you get it, usually the easier it is to lose as well. So that's the difference between the community that you're able to build on YouTube. And that's also like other YouTubers who end up working together. That's not even just considering like the viewer to the creator. It's even the creators together. They all create really, really interesting things together, do these cool collaborations that makes all the other audiences really, really happy. And that comes with this like beautiful long form content that allows you to build real connection and take time to really share something. This actually also reminds me, and I'll pop it up here, Dan will pop it up here. And again, I'm not shading TikTok, but there was like a creator who had one of those either be video cons, one of the VidCon type events, and literally she had millions of followers on TikTok, but nobody showed up at her meet and greet. So that's what we're talking about when we're saying like high value audience, which is what YouTube has compared to some other platforms. The other reason why you should start a YouTube channel is because it fuels the content for your other platforms. YouTube helps you become a content production machine. And what do I mean when I say this? I mean that if you look at our channel, for example, the content that you see on our other social platforms like Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, Twitter, they are all derivatives or clips or cut downs of our long form content. So with YouTube, it makes you work smarter and not harder because you're able to leverage the long form content that you're creating on here to distribute it across your other platforms in the way that makes the most sense for that platform. In the end, it makes you a better content producer because you're able, one, to also actually just show up better in your content, have a high quality content that you're able to cut down and distribute. But also, when we're thinking about the fact that we're all busy, it helps you save time when you're managing your other channels. Another thing is that YouTube makes you a better speaker. And this is kind of what I was alluding to earlier. I was never interested in ever being in front of a camera, okay? I had no interest in it. And then recently we did a conference. It had over 1,000 people in person. And I wasn't even really that nervous. I couldn't even believe the difference between the person I was, say, 2 years ago before starting this channel and the person I am now. I am just so much more comfortable with being in front of the camera, and it's translated into in person as well. So if you're like me and you're not like the most excited to be in front of the camera, YouTube will change that for you, that's for sure. It's only going to be a good thing. It's going to make you better in presentations. It's going to make you better at pitches. It's going to make you better when you create short form content, and it's going to open you up to opportunities like the one I just mentioned about the conference. And we've had so many opportunities come our way because people have watched us on YouTube and know that we can do the thing because they watch us and say, okay, cool, that's Tiff and Greg. They look like they know how to speak. They look like, you know, they can whatever, command an audience, whatever someone's looking for when they're looking to book you. Obviously that works, and that happens because you build confidence over time as you continue to create. And it's better because you're creating in front of a tiny little audience, which is a far less stress than if you were to create in front of, you know, like a massive one to begin with. And then for this other point, I'm actually going to bring Craig in for it because this is probably the most important point for us. It's the one that we talk about the most. So I'm gonna bring Craig in. Okay, tell everybody what's like our favorite part, probably the part we talk about the most when it comes to starting a YouTube channel.
So it's a great question. The best thing for us is just how it feels. Like, I feel like we tell everybody who listen how dope it is to have a YouTube channel and how important it is that you have a YouTube channel. I'm talking like we tell our clients, we tell our friends, we tell just anybody. Like, I've been housing my brother and he's got a couple things going on now. It's been the greatest thing. I swear we did a video where we talked about like how it changed our lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, should we point? Are we gonna do that?
Yeah, let's point to it.
Why not?
I haven't pointed to anything in this whole video.
Oh, that's
I've just been spitting. Just been talking. But yeah.
So it's like, for us, it felt like we knew we had to create content, but it kind of felt like silly a bit in the beginning. Like Tiff was saying earlier that, you know, she wasn't comfortable in front of the camera, so that kind of like was a bit of a barrier for us. But both of us felt like, you know, doesn't everyone already know this stuff? And after a while, you know, we've researched and we realized that like there's so many videos like this, and there's so many people who are just starting out. Maybe they're business owners, but they, you know, just because they own a business doesn't mean they own, you know, they understand social. Like we just happen to be on social. That's how we got into the industry independently and working for different companies and blah, blah, blah. So for us, it kind of felt second nature because we've been doing it alongside.
And we took it for granted. Yeah.
We took it for granted. Yeah. And we assumed that everybody would just know these things that we knew because we just thought they were so elementary, but it's just not how it is. And I think that goes for any niche. Yeah. Everywhere.
And that's only in the educational category even, you know, which is what we're in. But when you think about it, like people go to YouTube for help. Either they need help to get away from whatever the regular mundane and they want some entertainment, or they want help in learning, you know, how to lose weight this year or how to work out in the gym, whatever, something to inspire them or educate them in that way too. Or they come to learn how to grow their business. Like there's so many reasons that people come here, and as a creator, you get to help them. Yep. So you are the person who can change someone's life on the other side of the video, either if that's making them laugh, if that's inspiring them, or if that's teaching them to do something new, which I think is incredible.
Absolutely.
Feels so good.
And we've always said as well, speaking of the feeling good as well, the comments that we get from the audience mean so much more than we ever anticipated.
I told them they're our favorite.
Okay, yeah. Like, honestly, guys, it's so sick. When you guys, like, you know, I understand like everyone's content isn't for everyone, but when it resonates and someone comments that, and the things that you guys say to us are so kind and so thoughtful, and I hope that we convey that in the response. Sometimes it's like, I don't even know what to say. Like, it's so generous and just a wonderful comment. So like for us, like that is so meaningful. So it's like you get this immediate feedback too. People, you know, have some great suggestions. So they're like, hey, I want to hear more about this, or can you dive deeper? And we, you know, ask you what you guys want to see. So it's become this genuine community of, you know, we're trying to give as much knowledge as we can and share value, like we always say, value. Mm-hmm. But also we want to know what you guys want so we can tailor the stuff. There's obviously some things we want to get across. It's important to us, but at the same token, you know, if we can actually do things within the scope of our channel that you guys want to see, then of course we're going to do that. So
100%.
it's a reciprocal thing.
And honestly, it also allows you to really just flex your creative muscles. So when I talk about things that feel good, again, the world can get so mundane. You can be creative, especially in the beginning. You really get to have fun with it because you're just testing to see what works. And when you put out content and you test it and it hits, you know, and you crack that code, that feels so good.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah, to get that 1 out of 10.
Oh, that 1 out of 10. But
Yeah.
it's okay if it's a 10 out of 10, guys. It's all right.
It's been happening.
For those who are already YouTubers, you know what we're talking about. But we'll get more into it in other videos too, because we're going to talk more about YouTube this year as well.
But if anything, just, I know the whole point of this video is to encourage you guys to join YouTube. But like, it might seem a little overwhelming with, you know, particularly as video. I remember I was just thinking as I was getting ready, I had video projects before I moved here, and I just didn't move on them because it was so intimidating for me. But I kind of feel like the way things are now, the affordability of cameras, how good the phones are, and how easy it is to get the software, is a bit different. And we didn't know anything. And when I say, like, I didn't know, but Tiff figured it out. Like, even me, and I'm horrible with this stuff, and I'm even able to edit a bunch of videos myself now.
Yep.
Not high season level, but like I'm able to do the other things that are. Dan's doing some great work, and you know, Tiff and Dan just figured it out too. And it's just, it didn't take that much, and everything is on YouTube. They learned from YouTube.
Exactly.
So like YouTube will teach you how to edit the video, so you can get your content on YouTube. It's a nice, you know, 360
it's beautiful.
thing.
YouTube has it all.
It's great. So just go, you know, do it. Push past your fears. We are living proof that it works, and it's you know, it can truly change your life. And we haven't even scratched the surface. Like Tiff was saying, we haven't done what we need to do, and we let it slide a little bit. But we're very dedicated now to continuing that and really maximizing what we can get out of YouTube, and you can too.
100%. So, if this video has motivated you to start your YouTube channel, and I hope it has, going to say that the best time was yesterday and the next best time is now. So get it started, get it done. Check out our video on either side. I'm confused today.
Back to here.
Over here, check out our video on how to get your first 1,000 subscribers.
Yes.
And we will see you the next time around. Follow us everywhere on social media at High Season Co. Subscribe to us on YouTube if you haven't. Like this video. Do all the fun stuff. Check out the websites. All the links are in the description. But go out and create, and we wish you the best, because you can do it, and it's yours if you want it. See you next time.